Hello, welcome to the weekly Soulprint Pick Your Crystal reading. So today I thought we'd do something with crystal balls. So we're going to call this one Crystal. Okay. It's beautiful, beautiful one is Amethyst. And this one we're simply going to call Large. Okay. So take a moment. See what appeals to you. You might choose one, two, or all three piles. Thank you very, very much for being here. I really do appreciate the support these weekly readings are getting, and I'm very glad that you enjoy them. Alrighty, let's get started. Here we go. So over here, over there. Okay, and we're going to start with the crystal ball. Here we go. Okay, so sort of an interesting grouping of cards and kind of a message. I think perhaps it may bring clarity to some. So you're starting off with the Tower, followed by the Seven of Pentacles. So this is talking about something that has recently come to an end. Perhaps it was decisions that were made, maybe on not the firmest of foundations, but whatever the tower represent, there's definitely sort of something coming to an ending. And endings are not always bad. Very often, in fact, almost always, endings are exactly what we need because that is what precedes a new beginning. So the tower is talking about, beside the Seven of Pentacles, the tower is talking about a period of assessment or reassessment that it feels very much like you have gone through. Whether you are evaluating your possessions, your bank accounts, your investments, whether you had an expectation around money and around security that somehow, you know, fell through or was, it wasn't a strong investment or whatever. However, I really like the last two cards here. You have the Six of Cups and the Strength card. And so I like the Six of Cups because it talks about, time before, okay? Time before, whatever before or wherever that line is. So this is talking about a sense of, community, like, pals that we could play with and trust with and we grew with, that kind of energy. And so I don't know if what you're trying to resolve brings you in contact with people from your past, or you or the situation goes back to something from before. But whatever it is that's going on here, this is not like a bad thing. This is not going to work out in your favor. You have the Strength card here, and I like that especially because it sort of feels like if you just kind of acknowledge sort of the shock to the system, complete your assessment. Perhaps there's somebody from, I don't know, the past, and you're thinking, oh my God, he would be the perfect person or should be the perfect person to help me with this. All right. But whatever is going on, whatever this represents, know that it is absolutely going to put you in a position of strength as you go forward. Okay. So maybe there is going to be some money coming in. Maybe it's an old debt, maybe from an old friend, or maybe somebody's going to say, hey, I know how you can actually get that money, whatever it is. But you come out of it ahead. You come out in a position of strength going forward. So I'm really liking that for you. Okay, let's put that there. And let's bring out this amethyst one. So it's just stunning. Okay, and then we have here Two of Wands, Judgment, the Moon, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, here we go. So the Two of Wands is, it's sort of about waiting. It's waiting for that ship to come in. It's waiting for that, the sort of the beginning, right? It's like, when do we begin? When do we move forward? So whatever this pertains to, it very much feels like you are in this moment just simply waiting. Maybe you're waiting for paperwork to process. Maybe you're waiting for a deal to close. I don't know, maybe there's like a hold on, some of a portion of the money in your bank account because it was, I don't know, too big a deposit or something. But you're waiting. It's just a sense that you're just kind of waiting for things to unfold a little bit so that you can get some clarity. The Judgment card followed by the Moon are a very sort of almost very polite warning. And they're saying, listen, don't be so quick to judge when you don't have all of the details. This reading seems to pertain to the Ten of Pentacles card here. So this is about family wealth. It is about financial security. It could be about inheritances. It could be about investments. It could be the sale of property. It could even be, something on a more tangible level. Something having to do with your health or paperwork or documentation. But what this is saying is, listen, you don't actually have all of the information yet. And so be cautious about making a judgment call. And whether that is, yes, I'm going to go with this person, or no, I don't like, I'm getting not the good vibes from that situation, whatever it is, understand that you still don't have the full story ahead of you. So, what energy am I getting from the four cards? The Two of Wands, Judgment, the Moon, and the Ten of Pentacles? It feels very much like there is some sort of a financial conclusion, restitution, something coming for you. And this does not feel like a surprise. This feels like something that you kind of are aware of or thinking, should be showing up one of these days. So what they're saying is, remember, all the facts are not known yet. You don't have all the information. And so, as you're waiting, as this new venture begins, make sure that you have all the information, all the documentation, because ultimately this is going to have a lot to do with your own success, your own personal success, your own financial stability and safety. Alrighty, and let us, something incredible. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. The Seven of Swords, the Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So we're starting off with the Seven of Swords. In some ways, the Seven of Swords really has a feeling about, I don't know, a sense of compromise, a sense of negotiations, maybe not going exactly the way you wanted. Maybe you were having to be a little bit more diplomatic than you're used to. Maybe you're having to pick up some expenses or responsibilities that you were not anticipating. That was not part of your plan. But because you're talking about the Seven of Swords, you continue forward. I mean, this is not, well, I'm going to throw my hands up in the air energy. This is one by one, I pick up what needs to be picked up and I continue to move forward. With the Three of Wands sitting there waiting, it feels as if once this is clear, whatever this Seven of Swords represents, this sort of I don't want to call it a burden, but it's definitely a responsibility that you are carrying. Um, and it feels like sort of there is an ending coming about, whether you're just getting more information or more insight, you have more clarity about how something should unfold or how you want it to unfold. But there's definitely a sense of forward momentum. The Three of Pentacles is talking about, um, it's a success card. It's through recognition. It's through effort. It is working with people of high, quality and caliber. It is getting the kind of information that you need. Ultimately, you're being taken to this Knight of Pentacles place, okay? And so with the Knight of Pentacles, you're talking about that, that sort of sense of success. There is, positive outcomes. There's a sense of stability and reliability. So whatever the situation pertains to in your world, like I said, there's definitely a feeling of responsibility, perhaps even a little bit more than you anticipated or expected. It's the Three of Wands. Again, it's that sort of initial things are getting off the ground. They're going to move forward. Going to bring you in contact with other resources, other people who are going to be able to help you as you move the situation forward. And ultimately, it is going to fall into place in a financial way or as an intangible way that is going to work for you very, very well. All right. Well, thank you so very much for being here. Get all these little balls out. And thank you for being here this week. I so enjoy your company when you come to join me. Between now and the next time I see you, have a fabulous, gentle week. Bye bye.